per se to come and play in Banjul here. We want to see those things happening. Though it is a major enterprise, football, I always say, is an expensive enterprise. So it will take a lot, to achieve that. But it starts with this document. If it isn't being adopted without major amendments, I think we can start to restructure our clubs, in making sure that we align it to the international standard.
Is Saturday going to be a make or break for Gambian football?
Well, if the delegates again adopt this constitution with amendments the other time, I think that would be the end. I would think that FIFA would say, hey, you know what, this is what the delegates have said, and we're going to go about it. So it is a crucial moment in deciding the future of Gambian football. Very crucial Saturday.
But what about if the same scenario happens again? You understand that delegates refuse to adopt this or adopt it with another wholesale changes? What might be the response from FIFA? Because it has already been amended last time around, but only with a wholesale changes, and FIFA was not satisfied with it. They sent us back to another adoptive Congress. What about if a similar thing happens again? What do you think will be the response from FIFA this time around?
That's what I'm saying. What I will expect FIFA to say if that happens is, I think FIFA should be honest to us and say, look, since this is what you want, then go with it. Obviously, but also you have to look at it that, you see, some of the things included in this constitution, whether you liked it or not, from 2014, we'll have to align to it. So it's better we do it now than wait for another year, okay? Starting from there, we have to adopt this constitution. I think, personally, I might be wrong, but I would think that this is the way forward for Gambian football. So I don't know for whatever reason, because I am not a club delegate, so I don't know for whatever reason they've been amending it, but I would think that it is a way forward for Gambian football. Can we put all our personal sentiment aside and work for the interests of the nation? Because it is the fans who are suffering. It is the fans who are putting in their money. The president has invested millions in the Gambian sport. So we want to see that this issue of tussling between the administrators cease, so that we can move forward. We want to be at the national African nation in 2015 and also the 2018 World Cup, because as far as I'm concerned, no chance as far as for 2014.
Talking of the ending of the uncertainty that is hanging over Gambian football at the moment, you talked about the frustrations, which is evident among the fans out there. You walk in the streets, you hear what fans would say, the frustration is there. What should the stakeholders do come Saturday?
That's what I'm saying. Work for the interest of Gambian football. Because you see, at times, when Gambia is winning, it belongs to all of us. Okay? But when Gambia is defeated, the fans would say, you're Gambia. And, sometimes it frustrates myself. But then, I came to realize that, yeah, it is the frustration of the fans. That is not their wish. So, can we put all personal sentiment aside and work for the interest of Gambia football? I think that's the way forward, obviously.
Coming back to the whole issue, you understand, like I said previously, it is not doing our football any good, you understand. Failure to adopt this document, failure to adopt this draft constitution, don't you think FIFA might try to run out of patience with the Gambia?
Well, it depends, but it's democracy. If the Gambians delegates refuse to accept this document, I think FIFA also has to
because what happens here? What happens here? With what started with just 6 weeks, you remember the initial period for the normalization was just 6 months.
No, but that was impossible.
Yeah, but FIFA gave us 6 months.
Yeah,
you understand? And then FIFA came again and gave us
another 6 months.
Another 6 months.
And again another 6 months.
Another 6 months.
It's been extended for the third time.
It continues dragging on. Don't you think that come Saturday, if stakeholders do not put aside their differences, work for the interests of Gambian, move Gambian sport forward, don't you think FIFA would say, look, enough with this now?
Well, then that's, you know, we still have to wait and see what would be their response. I don't want to speculate, but what I'm thinking is, you see, we need to move on. We need to move on. This document has to be adopted. Whether the delegates desire to amend it again is their choice. They have the right because they have the votes, okay? But we have to make sure that this document has been adopted for a final time so that we can move on. Obviously, we have to move on, and we will move on.
Well, Saturday is D-Day for the stakeholders, the movers and shakers of Gambian football, for you to either adopt or reject this constitution. And we all know the frustration among the fans out there in the streets is growing day by day. People want an end to this seemingly unending saga or uncertainty clouding over Gambian football. It's been great having you, Babgat, on the program. We hope to see you back. But for now, it's back to you, Fatu.
Samba Ba and Mariamati Jallo continues their dominance in long-distance running with victories in the first edition of the Bajana Marathon. The duo crossed the finishing line in spectacular fashion, adding another title to a host of marathons they won this year. Here are the highlights of the Bajana Marathon.
Push.
Medina Serin Mas are crowned champions of the Dr. Njoguba football tournament.
A sportive-looking Dr. Njoguba presiding over the final of yet another successful football tournament he has been sponsoring over the years. Like the previous tournament, this year's final was no different as thousands of fans, among them dignitaries, stormed the Medina Serin Mas football field to cheer their respective teams. The fanfare was electric and the atmosphere was colorful, with some astonishing display by some of the fans. Medina Serin Mas squared up against Kersukum village in the pulsating final, which ended 2-1 in favor of Medina Serin Mas. Playing on their home ground, Medina came from behind to narrowly win by 2-1. Kersukum got off to a bright start, and the visitors took a shock early lead just quarter way into the first half. Omar Jallo's opener silenced the home crowd, giving the traveling fans some hope. Medina Serin Mas fought back to restore parity just before the break, a dipping cross from the right flank was headed in off the post and scrambled into the net for the equalizing goal.